now tuned into the Burnout podcast. I am your host, Rebecca Shelby. Y'all already know what we came here to do, so let's talk about it.
And I'm your host, Dre, aka D Hustler. What's the word, y'all? Let's talk about it, Becky.
Let's talk about it. So, I'm gonna already jump right into it because whether you watching on the stream, whether you watching on the live, whether you watching on whatever. We here to talk about the Kardashians. Like, I already told the peoples on the live that we talking about the Kardashians today. Ironically, today is when season 18, like, they've been on air for 18 seasons.
That shit crazy.
Like, why can't we get rid of these people? But yeah, we talking about the Kardashians and how they have affected the media. Cause like whether you love them or hate them, they're in the media. They're everywhere. They're here.
You cannot get rid of them.
They're like Paris says. They're like Corona. Well, you can't get rid of Corona. Yeah.
But you can't get rid of them though.
Yeah. So we gonna jump right into it. For a real quick disclaimer, cause you know people like to drag me and shit about what the stuff I say. So for a quick disclaimer, before I really get into all of the stuff.
Let them know.
This is an argumentative debate based on opinion supported by public knowledge. All right? Y'all hear that? Public knowledge.
Use your brain.
Nothing is meant to be taken literally, only figuratively to provoke thought. So that means for you guys to think with your brain, not with mine. And I do not know any of these people personally, so my guess is as good as yours. Without any further ado, for the sake of a great debate, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Now, I'm gonna talk about before I get, cause this is how we gonna break the show down. We gonna do it from the mama
all the way down,
all the way down. So we gonna before I even get into that part, I'm gonna tell y'all why I wanted to talk about this.
Yes.
So, you know, over the years, the Kardashians have been submersed into our lives, and we have a love-hate relationship with them. And like I said earlier, regardless to whether or not you support their antics, they are, like, they're in the media. Like, they're popular. Yeah, they're popular. Like, and they have been for years. Like,
and no matter what you do, you just can't get rid of them.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And the more and more I think about, and let me just say, like, for starters, like, I'm not the first person to have this conversation about the Kardashians. Before y'all start trying to come for me, talking about I'm stealing y'all ideas and I stole this.
Y'all front like I don't want to know about the Kardashians.
But yeah, they've been in the media, so I really want to talk about the effects they've had in the media. So without any further ado,
let's start it up.
But before I start it up, I know I've been talking for mad long. But y'all gotta understand, it's quarantine. Y'all in your house.
We gotta let y'all know what it's hitting for.
Yeah, and I gotta put on a show
for
y'all. I gotta put on a show for y'all.
Make it
so
exciting.
For those of you guys who are watching on the stream right now,
please stay
make
tuned.
sure y'all go click the link.
Kardashians.
Make sure you guys go click the link on my Facebook.
Yes.
Because it's up there.
Yes.
And y'all could tune into the rest of the show. Make sure y'all interact and comment on the stream because we will be answering all questions.
We're here for y'all. We're here for the people.
We having a conversation tonight, so let's talk about it.
Yes. What's the word?
So now, like I said, we getting into the Mammy first.
Yes.
So Kris Jenner,
the head honcho,
the start of it all, the beginning, the end all and the be all of the Kardashians.
Yes.
Let's get into her. So Kris Jenner, she was. Let's start with her early life.
Yeah. She was married to a guy named Cornstyle. I'm not sure.
I don't know son name at all. I don't know the guy she was married to before Rob.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she had 2 kids with him?
No, she had 4 kids with Rob Kardashian. But yeah, so Miss Kris Jenner, she is the matriarch, if you will, of the Kardashian family. And basically she is the reason for all of this shit. So, notoriously, we all know who Rob Kardashian is. He
Yes,
got OJ
notorious
off,
lawyer.
famous lawyer,
For the
yada
O.J.
yada
Simpson
yada.
trial, yes.
But another thing that's what is the word? Infamous.
I've been making
That's
videos
the
since I
word
was
for
9
it.
years old.
Oh my god, that is not supposed to be in there. But
We apologize.
yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry for y'all ears. I know y'all like what the fuck. But yeah, infamously, Kris, we know she's had several affairs
With
with
different people, yes.
different men over the course of her relationship.
Yes.
So we're gonna dissect and get into their relationship first and how her toxicity has trickled down into her kids.
Family, yes.
Because this is a whole effect. Like this is a whole thing, y'all.
Yes.
So we're gonna get into it. So like I said, notoriously, she has had several different affairs with different men over her relationship with Rob Kardashian. I'm guessing the straw that broke the camel's back was her relationship with Caitlyn Jenner, formerly known as Bruce Jenner, who's also a gold medalist in Olympics.
Yes.
Now that's all that bullshit. One of the things that I found significant when I was doing my research was Kris Jenner. When Rob Kardashian and Kris Jenner wound up going through their divorce, Rob apparently took her to get a evaluation from a psychiatrist.
A psychiatric evaluation?
Yes, a psychiatric evaluation.
Wow.
Yes, and this tea is compliments of Ellen Kardashian, Rob Kardashian's second wife,
With added sugar.
Sent his diary to, I forgot what fucking one of these news outlets she sent the diary to. So thank you to you, Ellen. Now I'm splashing the tea on my show. So with that, in the psychiatric evaluation, they were saying Kris Jenner will do anything for money. She's a narcissist and all of these good things. And it just, got my wheels turning.
Yeah, it got me feeling kind of funny because she's just smart. And she's very like...
She is. She's very smart. She's very
She's
calculated.
very devious in what she does.
Right. She all about her money.
Money, yes.
Period.
She's a businesswoman, put it like that.
I wouldn't even say businesswoman, but she's about her bottom line.
She is.
Like, she's one of them, like, she's going to get it by all means.
I feel like she does things for the best interest of her.
Exactly.
Yes.
One of the things I found significant was, Kris didn't even want to have kids. And it's crazy to say how many kids she got now. She got
6?
Yeah, 5, 6, I think. Yo, it's crazy because I also was thinking, like, this is totally off the whim, but if Kris Jenner was a black woman, like, she'd be so ratchet. She got mad kids.
I think she'll be very slandered.
Yeah, of course. We know that. And thanks to,
Vigorously. Yeah.
But yeah. So, back to Miss Kris. So yeah, and the crazy shit is like you can't take away that Kris Jenner is smart.
He's
like she definitely took her hand and played it well.
Smart.
But
she's strategic. Put it that way.
Exactly. But her bottom line is money, and we all know that. Like that's not rocket
Interest
science.
Of
like
self.
Yeah, anybody who will leak a sex tape of their own daughter and exploit them is about their bottom line. Exactly. Yes. So it's just like to see because the thing is, as far as media goes, Kris Jenner is a marketing genius because she knows scandal is what works. She knows scandalous behavior is what, gauges people. Exactly.
People like drama.
But at the expense of what? And I feel like Kris Jenner is very narcissistic, and those ideologies being pushed out into the media are toxic.
Yes. But she's staying strong on her opinion and her beliefs.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like another thing is with her, like she's her, even just like as a parent, her willingness to, like, she basically sold Kylie to Tyga when you think
Yes.
about it. Like, she knew this shit was gonna be scandalous. She knew it was gonna be popping. Fucking Kim
And
Kardashian.
also had them conceive a child.
No, Kylie don't got no baby
She had no
with
baby?
Tyga.
I thought she had
She
a
got a
baby
baby
with
with Travis Scott.
Travis
That's why you
Scott.
don't talk about this type of stuff with boys.
My
Nah, I'm
bad.
fucking with you.
My bad,
But
yeah.
even Kim Kardashian was married at the age of 19.
Yes.
Feel me? Like,
Very
and
young.
she's just like her mom, like climbing up and up and up and up and
Yes.
up. Like, but we gonna get into
We're
Kim.
gonna get
I ain't
into
gonna say
it.
too much about Kim
Don't give him
yet,
too much sauce.
cause I got some stuff for Kim.
Yes.
But overall, yeah, just willingness to do anything for money is just like, wow, like, and that, cause Kris Jenner's an older woman, so she's relevant to the times because what she's done for her daughters, but she's not of the times in the sense of what's going on.
She's only relevant because of the extension of her family.
Exactly. So, her ideologies are being pushed through her daughters who are of this generation, who are of this social media pop culture generation. So it's one of them things where, are those necessarily healthy
Or
ideas?
is it unhealthy? It does.
How do you feel?
I feel it could go both ways. It could be healthy and it can also not be healthy because the way they present things, it could drive people to do things that they wouldn't personally do in their own lives.
Right.
Or they'll probably perceive their life as their life. Because, you know, there's some people that don't really have lives like that, and they'll conceive as somebody else's life as theirs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And these are people of means.
Means,
So
yes.
it is unhealthy for someone who's broke to be like, you know, oh, this is the kind of life I want, because
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you, but
No, go ahead.
it's healthy also for the people that understand their nature and where they come from. You know what I'm saying? The parties, going wild, business wise, always moving up, stepping up, making more money for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it could go both ways.
It could go both ways, but I feel like as far as the mainstream, they're selling a lifestyle. They're not selling a, like, if you do this, then a third, you could be just as successful.
So they're selling hopes and dreams.
Exactly.
That's-
And it's unrealistic. And again, this is like the media's fault. Like, if the media didn't pay attention to them, they wouldn't be here.
Not at all. Not at all.
So it's one of them things you really gotta be
I feel like it's the people they associate themselves with that keeps them relevant,
that
as opposed to their own
Yeah.
personal business ventures or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Because you even see with, like I said, I was going to talk about Kim, but just to bring up the point, like, you even see with Kim, like, anyone who's hot, she's rushing to go hang out with them and selfie
Yes.
and this and that. And it's like, what are y'all doing? Like, it's the fight to remain relevant.
Yes. Relevancy
Yeah.
is the truth of entertainment because you die out real quick.
But yeah, and we all know anything, like, for even like as recently as 2 days ago, we all know Kris Jenner is the one who leaked out the full 20 minutes
Yes.
of the fucking Kanye and Taylor Swift conversation.
Yes.
And it's just one of them things where, like, Chris, you could argue, is like Mama Dearest of this generation.
Yes.
Like, just like, oh, love me, this and the third. Because in the psychiatric report, it also said that she constantly needs approval that she's a good
Validation.
mom. Yeah, validation that she's a good mom. But she isn't a good mom. Like,
How are you a good mom if you promoting your own daughter's sexual tape? You know what I'm saying? Or just promoting your daughters in a quick way so you can have your own self-interest.
right, and
Oh, so-
even past that, Rob Kardashian Sr. had remembered a instance where Courtney was upset. She was 5 years old, and she was upset about her mother not being home to cook dinner for them, and Chris like spazzed out. So it's just like, you don't care about your daughters. You
Daughters.
care about the image. She's kind of like my favorite thing is to say a lot of people these days have children for furniture. Like they have kids just for the aesthetic.
Yes.
And she's one of those parents. Like she has kids for lap dogs. Like, oh, look at my daughter. Look how beautiful she is. Look at her in this. Look at her in that. My daughter is so glamorous. She's so beautiful. Like it's not really like,
It's not from the heart. There's no meaning to it.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But moving on.
Yes.
From Mama Chris.
Talk to
We
him.
gonna talk about what I like to call the influence. Because this whole episode is the Kardashian effect. Like this whole thing is the effect that the Kardashians have had on the media. So Kim, so Chris would be the matriarch. She'd be the origin. And Kim would be the spawn. She'd be the seed. She'd be the one that's taking the values that Chris instilled in her, which could be perceived as positive or negative on either. Because the thing is, you could see it as, okay, Kris Jenner is doing anything for her family to have money, for them to be successful.
Gotcha.
She's telling her daughters to embrace themselves. Or you could look at it as exploitation.
Yes. With
With
that, also not trying to like get off track too much, but I feel like mental illness plays a part in that too, because they can have PTSD, anything like that, because of certain experiences that they've been going through as children.
Yeah, because to be honest, before I get on Kim, because Kim, we already know this shit about to be
She's
at
like
least 20 minutes.
Don Dada of the daughters.
Yeah, exactly. Like, she not the head honcho, but she like,
The way she move is like she got that type of status. You know what I
hell
mean?
yeah. Like, she the face of
Yeah,
the
she's the
Kardashian
face, yes.
brand. Because Chris is really the head honcho.
Yeah,
The crazy shit is I like Chris.
She moves
Chris
behind
is
closed doors. She's a real boss. She moves behind closed doors. Real gangsters move in
I
silence.
like Chris. She pulling up with her side part bob when she feeling like a bad girl.
It's like she has the first line of defense with her daughters.
Hell yeah. But before I get on Kim, we literally could have did this about anyone. Because
Yes.
you could argue LeVar Ball is a narcissist and he's exploiting his kids. Or is he a loving father who wants
True.
his kids to do well?
Yes.
I don't know. But anyway, let's get into Miss Kim Kardashian.
Ooh.
Now, I want to get into the positive stuff first.
She's helping black men get out of jail.
Surprisingly, I want to get into the positives first.
Yes.
So, you into law. So, let's talk a little bit about the people she know.
She's been reforming certain prison laws for wrongfully jailed men,
Right.
specifically black men, which I thank her for that. Shout out to Kim K for that. Now I'm saying there's been men that's been wrongfully jailed because police are very racist, as I say, and they just believe every black man looks alike, and they have no like regard for any man. So these men have been wrongfully jailed for rape convictions, murder convictions, and stuff like that. She's been going in, talking to lawyers, basically reading books. From what I've read through like the New York Times, that she was reading books a few years back, trying to understand the law and politics and stuff like that, and how she could slip through the cracks and understand how she could get wrongfully jailed men out of jail. Because you have to understand, there's men that's been wrongfully jailed, even in Rikers, New York City,
Yeah.
and they've just been lost in translation.
What's the guy named that killed himself? I don't want to say it like that.
Khalid
Browder.
Browner, yeah.
Yeah.
He killed himself. That's a prime example. There's stuff like that can happen.
Locked the boy up in jail for no fucking
Reason made that boy go through PTSD and everything. And he
Yeah,
killed
shit
himself.
that he didn't even have to go through.
He couldn't function in life because of stuff.
Oh no,
like
not
that.
for nothing. Let's just talk about the Kardashians.
Let's talk about the Kardashians.
Yeah,
Let's not
because
get off that.
I was about to get
Hold
into
up.
conspiracy.
Hold up. Let's rewind.
R.I.P. King.
R.I.P. King. But back to Kim K. But you know, she's been doing a lot of reforming. She's doing her thing. So anything you have to say in terms of that?
Yeah, I would say before I get into the cons, I want to say in more recent years, I feel like Kim Kardashian has been making somewhat of an effort. Not a huge one, but somewhat of an effort to right her wrongs. But one of the pros I wanted to say is definitely the police reform. She helped get two black women out of jail. But honorable mention, when Kanye was beefing with the foundation that he named after his mother, because he hasn't donated to them in years, when they set up a GoFundMe to raise money because they were losing funds because of it was some crisis going on during the time. Kim Kardashian got on fucking Twitter and dragged the foundation because she felt like they were blasting Kanye, which they didn't. So I feel like that kind of like showed like her true colors. But
May I get out of character?
yeah, I don't know because then again, we all would defend our spouse.
Yes.
Yeah, like everything go out the window for our spouse.
Yes.
So I definitely could understand her on that, but it is something to mention. But another thing I will say is, regardless to whether or not you feel like Kim Kardashian is just rebranding things that already existed as her own, she is a fashion icon.
Yes.
Like, the common woman did not know about contour until Kim Kardashian. I know I didn't. So she is.
I'm a guy, so I'm just learning this too. Contour.
But yes, so she definitely is and I personally feel like the whole fitness wear aesthetic wasn't cute until Kim Kardashian did it.
Yes. The picture is nice. Like when you look at the picture, you be like, damn. Like this is a nice little like style. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying. Cause like anybody that watch this show know that I be on my fitness shit all the time. Like I be on my and I don't even work out.
And I love working out. So when I saw it, like even though I'm a guy, I just thought the fit was like cool. It was like relaxing. Like,
yeah, like it's calm. So I
calm,
like
yeah.
you cannot take that away from her. So I definitely will. And one thing I will argue, because I'm not into the whole slut shaming culture. Like I'm one of them people who do what you do. Like I don't.
No judgment zone.
Exactly. Like I don't think because someone is promiscuous that gives someone a reason to judge them. So I will say say that Kim Kardashian turned a negative thing into something positive because she's rich off of a sex tape. So as much of a hoe you want to call her,
she made money.
Yeah, she used her box to make money. You can't be mad at that. Cause we all got one.
Smart enough.
Like,
Word, smart enough for whoever
like
wants to move.
the way I feel about that is you need to figure out what's wrong with your pussy that you haven't made $1 million off of it.
pH balance or something. Off.
Yeah, like me too. I'm figuring it out as well. So anyway,
life goes on.
But what I will say, Kim Kardashian is not a good role model for girls. Period. I don't care how many law schools she go to, because and here are the cons.
I feel like she's doing it for the time being, though.
I don't think she's doing it for the time being. I really do feel like that is something that's innate in her, but because just
through her father or just personally her own.
I feel like just like she's self-absorbed, like Kris Jenner is. I feel like she also is. Kim has a genuine side. Like if you watch the Kardashians, Kim genuinely tries to care about people, but she is very self-absorbed, and I think she definitely gets that from her father. Like her father being a notorious lawyer, I definitely feel like that's something that
was passed down. It was definitely passed down from her father, yes.
But I settle the good shit first, because the first thing y'all gonna do is come under this shit like, you're being mean, this, that, and the third. Just say you don't like the Kardashians, blah, blah. And it's not like, well, first of all, before I even explain myself, I just have one word for y'all.
Shut up.
Period. Just
shut up.
Period. Like, shut up.
Who cares?
But now I'll explain myself. It's not about hating somebody. Me, I'm always about the bigger picture. That's just me. Now, a lot of people are more in their life, they like to concern them things with other things, and that's fine. But for me, it's all about the bigger picture.
And for me, it's just like, I have my opinion on things that you might have a different opinion on.
Exactly.
I'm not like, I don't, like me personally, I don't base my life on things like that. But I just have an opinion when I see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Me, I'm one of them things. I know influence goes so far, so I'm constantly thinking about what is popular now that might enhance or stop my children. Feel me? Because those are real things. Like I always think about the bigger picture.
But Becky, I don't mean to like sound crazy, but we're young, so
yeah.
I see it like this: the things that I pay attention to is things that are gonna help me progress in my young life. So when I when I reach a certain age, I'm settled and I have sustainability.
Yeah.
So I can pass down to my children and they can learn how to have sustainability. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and those are your personal views. Like everyone is entitled to their overall view of life. Like we all have them. We all have a certain way we feel about life. And there's going to be people who disagree with us or might not necessarily disagree, but might not feel like that's the right aspect to look at it in.
We respect all opinions. Have your own opinion. That's what makes you, having your own opinion.
But all of that aside, let me get into the cons.
Bless you.
Thank you, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sneezing all in y'all ears. But it's real. Like, we're sitting down and having a conversation. Yeah. So one thing I want to talk about is the blatant cultural appropriation and disregard for black women.
Talk about it.
So Kim Kardashian has blatantly, and I got the receipts, honey. Let me go on my little phone because I screenshotted it. But Kim Kardashian has blatantly said she does not give a fuck. Like, I'm going to wear my braids. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I'm not going to say anything about Black lives, anything. Not only that, but I think Kim Kardashian is a racist sympathizer.
Yes.
I ain't gonna get into it yet, but I feel like she's a racist sympathizer because she has a lot of racist sympathizers that follow her, that support her brand.
She's racist, but she knows how to keep everybody cool with her.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even say she's outright racist, like I hate niggers. I would say she's more so tone deaf. Like she doesn't think it's a big deal.
I don't think she has a lot of knowledge in terms of like race and culture and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I'm about to reach the headline of this article that BuzzFeed posted, and Kim Kardashian says she gives 0 fucks in the wake of her Bo Derek braid controversy. Now, for you guys who don't know who Bo Derek is the white woman that culturally appropriated Fulani braids and brought them to the States. So Fulani and cornrow braids are basically like regular straight backs. Fulani is more like styled and goddessy and stuff like that. Cornrows are more just like straightforward, straight to the back.
All of those hairstyles are beautiful, ladies, just to let y'all know.
Exactly. Don't ever let a nigga tell you he would not date you if you got braids, because if he wouldn't date you if you have braids, you don't need to be with a self-hater like that anyway.
He sounds stupid.
Period. But yeah, so Bo Derek is the white woman that introduced cornrows to America. She was an actress, not really a good actress, but she's a pretty blonde hair, blue eyes, big tits, 80s. So you know that was the times. That was the times. So
typical body type back then.
Exactly. So feel me? You guys can thank her for why white women are so bold. Got it? So yeah, Kim Kardashian basically says she don't give a fuck because she posted her hairstyle, and I want to say this was like 2015, 2016 when she first started rocking the cornrows and braids. And originally she called them European boxer braids. Then she called them Bo Derek braids. And if you know anything about Bo Derek, which you guys do now, because I just told y'all, see how context is a good thing? Yes. One thing you guys need to know is context is important. Say it with me. Context is important.
Context is important.
Everyone, context is important.
One more time.
Context is
It's
important.
important.
And a woman who I would want to say black women in our culture, we know is notorious for cultural appropriation.